Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to another live stream today. Gonna open up my YouTube comments section. I don't think there were any comments. Really? No, I didn't really get any YouTube comments over the past week about questions really pertaining to anything else I could add to the live stream. So we'll just wait a little bit today. If you're coming back to this video later on after the live has been uploaded, and you do have questions, just leave them down below in the comment section, and then I will get to them in the following live stream. But we will wait about 2 to 3 minutes, and if no one joins in today, I think I'll probably just start talking about Union Park, because I just did a video over Union Park today, so I got a lot of things updated or up to date on that neighborhood. It's actually pretty close to finishing over there, and I did a Tri-Point home tour. I haven't done any Tri-Point homes. Now, they're kind of just whatever for me, that builder. That's why I haven't really, I really like shooting American Legend, Highland, Tradition, Toll Brother, Perry Homes, Britton Homes. Like, those builders I really like doing home tours of, because all the finishes are like super nice and a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I also like David Weekly. I like shooting those videos. Haven't shot a lot of David Weekly, but stuff like KB Homes, Tri-Point Homes, Pool Tay, not really doing it as much. Let's see. All right. Got the live chat going. I'll just wait 1 more minute, and then I'll hop into some Union Park details here in a bit. And I actually can probably pull up. Let me see. Do this. Go to here. Oh, wait. I wonder, can I open up another tab and make that tab separate? Okay, that tab's separate. Perfect. All right, give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm actually gonna open. I have a Google Sheet that I run all my research off of. Hold on, sorry guys, I'm getting a message from a agent right now about wire transfer. I have like a Google Sheet I do my research off of, so let me pull that up because it has some of the updated. Let's see. Should just give me some of the up-to-date information I talked about today. Okay. Still nobody has joined. Ooh. It's gonna be a bit of a slow one today. She's a bit of a slow burn. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Love Island right now. I'm a slow burner. Anyone else watching Love Island USA? Somehow Love Island UK is worse this year than Love Island USA. I don't know how many of my subscribers or how many of you guys watch Love Island. I'm gonna guess that majority of my demographic that watches my videos, it being 40 plus, probably doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you've heard your own kid talk to you about Love Island before. But yeah, Love Island UK, it's not that good this year. Love Island USA has been pretty funny. Okay. I've got a closing tomorrow, and the buyer is remote, so the title person's texting me and the other agent's texting me about stuff, so sorry. we'll hop into this real quick. Okay, so I have a Google. I'm on a different page right now that you guys can't see because it's my secret Google Sheet page, and I have all my, all my Google Sheet stuff on there. But what we'll start with is Union Park. Now this is going to be an update because Union Park, I did a video on this. Let's see, Union Park. Let's just do. I did a video on this like 2 years ago or something. Let's see here. I wanted to get to their actual website. Yeah, Union Park by Hillwood. All right, this is where we're gonna start at. I'm just gonna list some things out right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at this other page. I know I'm just like I look like I'm staring at nothing right now, but okay. Google Sheets. Okay, gotta pull back up the Google Sheets. Where did they go? I got too many tabs here. I need another monitor, but I haven't figured out how to display, but I gotta figure things out. Okay, so for Union Park, only Bloomfield Homes and Tri-Point Homes are building right now. American Legend is also in there. However, American Legend is on their closeout. So I think they're down to their last 6 or 7 inventory homes. And I did a video just today on that. So expect that to come out probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, Friday. Probably Friday I'll have that Tri-Point video. I also did a home tour. So hopefully tomorrow. I kind of started editing it. I got to edit later on. It's me and Victoria's 5-year anniversary tonight, so we're trying the new sushi place. So right after this, I can't really edit any more videos. I gotta go over there and celebrate our anniversary. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Victoria, if you're coming back to watch this video, I love you. All right. I'm waiting for a couple more people to join in. We got 2 people right now before I really dive into it, but because I want to see if any other questions come through. But I'll start with this. So Tri-Point's doing 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now, the HOAs are going to all be different. The 50s are going to be like $14.65 annually. Like the HOA in there range from like $118 to $125 per month. They're doing 40s to 60s. Now, compared to a lot of other neighborhoods, I'll say this community is up there with like the amount of amenities, parks, walking trails, ponds, fishing ponds. Like it's really got the whole thing. I think the one thing that kind of doesn't make people go over there, or at least this is what I hear from my families I work with, sometimes they look at Union Park and then they look at the school ratings. So that's kind of what has happened over there for like the trend. I hear the same thing with like Arrowbrook or Sandbrook Ranch or some of those other neighborhoods that are on that other side of FM 1385. If you're looking at new construction over in that section and you want to be Prosper ISD, you're going to need to look at Sutton Fields. That's like the only neighborhood over there that's new construction. That's a good sized community as well. It seems like Tri-Point is going to be one of the last builders in there finishing up. So they're going to have stuff all the way till 2027. And let me actually pull up Tri-Point here. Now, I have talked about Tri-Point before. They're a builder. That's what I'll say. They're a builder within a price point. Okay. Definitely when I walk through a Tri-Point home, it does feel different than a Highland home, but I think they're also kind of geared towards a different type of buyer than a Highland home. Like I feel more of like a Highland home is someone, like I know it's not the case here because a lot of people are moving from out of state and they can buy a Highland home and customize it and make, but that's not usually someone's first purchase that's like lived in Dallas or like, you know, a native Dallas person that's been here before 2020. I feel like a Highland home or a Toll Brother home is like that next step up. Like you've lived in kind of a whatever house over 10 to 15 years and then you're stepping it up and you're buying like a Highland home. Or like Highland's been here for a while and they were building in some of the other communities that are pretty popular around Frisco, and they've been around for a long time, but I do feel like a Highland home isn't supposed to be like your first home. Now some of those 40-foot lots up north, they get pretty cheap to where probably a first-time home buyer could afford it. But then again, you're like way up there, way up north, like up in Van Alstyne, a little bit further away. But yeah, Tri-Pointe, it's going to be more on that kind of lower end of budgets for people and their starting prices. They did have lot premiums in there from 4 to 34 or 4 to 35,000. Is that what it said? I also have a piece of paper. I think I left it in my car when I shot the video, but yeah, 4 to 50. So the 60-foot lots, it looks like those premiums, yeah, 4 to 50. So 4K to 50K right now is where Tri-Pointe is going to be selling those premium lots, or at that price. To go under contract with them, it is 10% earnest and 25% at the design center. Now, or not 10% earnest, 10K earnest. So that's the difference between Bloomfield and Tri-Pointe homes. With the deposit, Tri-Pointe homes is also going to make you spend money at the design center, but Bloomfield is just going to take that 10K, and then they're not going to have any other down payments that they need like 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later. You're literally going to be in for 10K. Now, it's all going to come out to the same because that money comes back around and it's, all worked into the down payment of the home on whatever if you're, third party financing or just doing all cash. Let's see, what about the incentives that they were running vary, but I saw on their website they're doing like 25K off. Let's go to their website. Here's some photos of some of the things. I want to go to their website. Why did it not take me to here? Let me go to their website. Now, real quick, just for people, sorry, I should have started with this, Union Park. So I just want to show people this right now. Okay, so here's Union Park up here. Savannah is an older neighborhood that's been around since like when I was very young kid. So Savannah is one of the oldest master plan communities up there. So really old homes in this neighborhood, and they do back up to Union Park. Savannah is a kind of a cool neighborhood though. It's got like a water. It was like, I don't know. I just remember driving by before anything was out there on 380. Like one of the only things around there was Savannah, and it was it has a big blue slide that is at the front of the neighborhood and at the pool amenity center area. And that used to be the only thing out there. And I used to, whenever my family would drive out to Denton or we'd go out far, I always felt like we were so far from the house because we would travel up county roads, and then all of a sudden you see the Savannah neighborhood. And now I drive out there like every day, and it's just so weird how the traffic has changed and where people want to buy. Because Salina, like back in middle school, like no one was going to Salina. Like if I had a friend that lived even up in Prosper when I was in middle school, my parents would be like, no, Prosper is too far, we're not taking you, because it was just a bunch of back roads and county roads. But that's kind of changed. So over here, let me change the layer. It is pretty close to Lake Louisville in some aspects, but not really close to any marinas really. So even though you're kind of close to the lake, there's nowhere for you to really like do wet storage on your boat. You'd have to kind of go further down into these areas like Hidden Cove Park or somewhere. So that's a little bit further down there. This neighborhood is off 423 that turns into Fish Trap. So 423 turns into Fish Trap, goes into Union Park, and then you got a lot of the lake that's running on the backside. So they're never going to build over there. So a lot of homes also back up to pretty good tree lines. But the bugs are going to be crazy because you're out like on the backside of the lake. The bugs will be crazy on those sides with a bunch of trees and waterways and things like that. Mosquitoes are going to be crazy. Almost got attacked by a wasp today. It's pretty close. Came within like arm's distance. It was too close for comfort. I was like walking out to the back patio, and that's the thing that sucks right now. Like the home tours, and I said this in the video I made, the home tours during summer, like specifically July and August, I'm not the biggest fan of when walking out into the back patios because there's always wasp or something, because some of these inventory homes have been sitting for like many months. I don't even think multiple months. I feel like within like 2 days you could start seeing a bunch of wasps in a wasp nest and things like that. It doesn't take long. And because like one day you'll wake up and all of a sudden there's a nest up in your house and you're like, that was quick. Yeah, walking out today, there was a wasp that came in, but whenever we get into July and August doing these videos, just get not the best. I get kind of frightened. Not the biggest fan of wasp at all. Okay, Bloomfield Homes. Yeah, that was kind of all the details I want to talk about for location. You have some other things on the outside of the neighborhood. Costco's getting built pretty close. Let's see, where's Costco getting built? Like right here? Where is it? Costco's getting built right here. Yeah, Costco gas, temporarily closed. So they've already put it on, that's funny, they already have the Google map for it. But that's where it'd be, so it'd be right outside the neighborhood. They also have an HEB going in right here off 423. So that's where HEB is, so I think that's gonna help a lot of people over in this side too. Because there's some food stuff, but I think most people were having to do their grocery shopping all the way at the gates of Prosper living over in this neighborhood. And 380 is a mess. Just, it's a complete mess. Even at like 1 p.m. on a Wednesday, you're going to be sitting in lines of traffic either way. The video I did a tour over was, I think it was under there. Nope, I think it's under the other one. There was their 50-foot lots, I think. Yep. It was the Bryson. Okay, I'm curious to see what their other floor plans are, because I walked through this one today. And the one I had today, see, I like how this is open more. That looks way better open. Okay, so and this is kind of the cases sometimes when you get into these one stories with narrow hallways where you don't get high ceilings. The office space that's here at the front of the house, sometimes people will have this closed off with like a door, right? Or like French doors. I feel like this honestly looks better than having it closed off and makes it feel more open. I felt like when I walked in through the house today, it felt very closed off. And maybe you guys will see here in a couple of days when that video comes out. But the 2 doors that were put on for this office space didn't even have glass on them. They just were solid doors that you couldn't see through. Now that makes it really private in that office, but I do think it is kind of nice being in an office with at least glass on that French door, you know? But this, in my opinion, looks almost better because it just makes it feel way more open in here than what the other, because there was a way more wall here, and it made this whole entry feel a lot smaller. So just maybe something to think about, right? The bathroom on the one I went through was set up here where this door is and not actually like into a hallway, which is this a door here? No, it's just a hallway. So this bathroom, kind of the same setup, but the one I walked through had the bathroom a little bit differently. It just had it over a bit more, where it was more in the middle. Closet spaces in here, like this closet, super small. Okay. They're not really gonna have walk-in closets in here. But after this Bryson plan, I want to look at some of the other ones because I'm just interested to see if there's a better floor plan. Not that I don't really hate this floor plan. I don't mind it. It's fine. It's a 3-bed. This looks pretty nice, how they have the fireplace in the center, glass patio door. But that's a little bit different. Okay, this is not like the one I walked through. See, this makes more sense to me. The one, or was it? No, because that's into the primary bedroom. Yeah, that's weird. So the kitchen that I walked through, and maybe this is just a different setup. I don't know. The one that they're showing here, whenever you walk in, just imagine this for a second, all right? This might be hard to picture. I'm going to try to explain this as best as possible. You see how the kitchen is over to this right side? I think that's way better than what they did with the one I walked through earlier today. because this like has like a good feel to it. It's definitely more of open concept. So the kitchen was more in the middle of the house. Okay, it was literally here. And then over on the right side was kind of a nook where the dining room was. Then here's where the patio was to the backyard. And then over here where the patio is where the rest of the living room was. And then the living room led back into the primary bedroom. So maybe that's a configuration you can do. Maybe they changed it up. Honestly, it might be a configuration. You might be able to actually just do it. Oh, and they added... Okay, and the one I walked through had the tub. I wonder if there's options. Yeah, see, they don't even talk about that. Yeah, the one I walked through today was not set up well. This one looks way better. But I don't see the floor plans on here. Interesting. Yeah, even that looks better. Yeah, see, this looks like a good floor plan like this, but the one I walked through, man, that wasn't the best one. All right, what else is close to this price range? So let's go to this one, because this is around the same square footage. Yep. Okay, well, let's look at the Carson plan. Is this one story again? Okay. So office space, kind of back a little bit further over there. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Bedrooms, no. Utility closet? Nope, powder bathroom. Mudroom. Okay, let's see this. This is the living. So they kind of got it set up like that Bryson plan. Yep, it's about the same there. Don't really see a difference. Okay, so you do get a bigger closet with... Oh yeah, this closet is way better. And I do, like, not that it's probably a huge deal, but I do think there's like a little bit of convenience value to getting a home that does have the primary closet leading into the utility room, because these primary closets, they're not gonna be big, like, at all. Like, they're gonna be really small. You're probably gonna have to add like another rack or off-season rack up above, which I think there was enough room. When I was walking through the build, I think there was enough room to add one, but these closets are going to be some of the smallest closets for the primary. But it almost makes up for it that it goes into utility closet. That's my point. Is like, at least it has a nice little flow to it and makes that closet feel a little bit bigger, right? Because you could then store some clothes probably over here. Not a whole bunch, but you probably could do that. Bathroom is set up, so they just did a shower and then a space over there. Vanity is going to be smaller in this one though. So I think that Bryson plan, you get a little bit of bigger vanity that went down. It might be around the same size, but I feel like that one was a little bit bigger. And this one comes with an actual built-in over there. Out of those two, see this hallway, hold on. Okay, so that's a bathroom. So this shares out with these bedrooms here. Yeah, I think I like this one. I think the only reason I like this Carson plan over the Bryson plan is probably just because of that bedroom closet and how they set that up. Okay, what was the one that was? Let's see if there's another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking about Tri-Point today until or Union Park until someone maybe comes in and has a question. Okay. Just trying to make sure everything goes smooth here. All right. What is another one? The Cameron? Guess we can do the Camry. Let's see if this one's worth another 10 grand. Starting. And you still got your design center and everything, right? First impressions. That's interesting. Okay, I guess that could be the study, but they got this way more open. Okay, there's too many tables here. There's like coffee table, another little table, bigger table, another table. Too many tables are scaring me. All in this one area. I think that's too many areas to sit. Like, too many options here. Yeah, this is probably the office space too. That's all right. Dining, kitchen. So you get. This kind of has the same setup as the Bryson plan almost, but. Okay, so I guess they put the microwave down here. If they do, or if you do it, or decide to do a double stacked oven. What else we got? Wait a second. Oh, okay, it comes with a workout room as well. They did like a little gym room. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Shower is oversized. Okay, show me the closet space. Okay, where's the rest of it? Where did it go? It was going so well. And then we got to the closet. What else? We need to go look at these bedrooms. Getting pretty good at this. I don't know what this thing is. Walking tour click through. Okay, here's the office. Or at least they had this one set up as an office. I guess this one of those rooms could have been a bedroom maybe. But why don't they put the office at the front? I mean, it is at the front. It's just kind of tucked away. Okay, double vanity. Okay, this is the bathroom. See, this is the bathroom I wish was in the Bryson plan. Like, why can't they put this type of bathroom? And maybe you can, but I'm talking about the home I walked through today. I don't know why they wouldn't have done this. Because there's no extra powder bathroom. So, you know, if you got 2 kids and they're in that front bedroom, or 1 kid, you know, that bathroom is going to be used by them and then shared with guests. And it's just like, you know, having to make sure everything stays clean. But this one comes with a powder bathroom. See, I like that better. See, I think that has more value to me, even for 10K, like how this one is set up. I'd go over this one. If you're looking at 1-story homes, yeah, I'd pick this one over all the other ones. If this was a dramatic difference of like $535 or $25,000 or $30,000, but $10,000 between this plan and the Bryson plan, this plan I think's better. I'm not a big fan of just this open space here. Like, this could just be another room. You already have a dining. You got the living. Yeah, I see. This is fine. Okay. All right. Still waiting on some questions here. Don't know if we're gonna get them today. Last live stream was pretty good. It's a pretty good one. This one's a little bit more chill today, but I've got till 5:45, so I got another 25 minutes. Oh, my charger. Keep on running over my charger. All right, are we done with Union Park? Do I think we're done with Union Park? I think we're done with Union Park for Tri-Point Homes. Let's jump to Bloomfield. Let's go to Bloomfield. Bloomfield Homes. Union Park. I want to go to the actual builder's website, though. Okay, I don't know why I didn't click on that one. 505. Yeah, so let me give you the details on them. So they were, let's see, they're 50s and 55s, inventory homes, 3% rate buy down, and preferred lender is offering additional 1.5%, but that might vary. It might change. New build, 30K off base price, 30K in upgrades, and 15K towards closing or rate buy down. That's happening for the 50s and 60s right now. Yeah, I guess that was the thing that popped up there. Sorry, I was reading off my other sheet I had with some of the information from the video. And then, let me see what else. Let me see these starting prices. Oh, I just want starting prices. Oh, those are available homes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so they're on 55, so I guess that's not going to give me the best comparison. So these are on about 5 more feet on the front than that of compared to Tri-Point homes. But so let's just see where these are sitting at. So 2,500, 589. So that was about $60,000 more than, no, $70,000 more than what we kind of just looked at. Okay, so let's see if this is worth. Oh, no. Is this a move-in ready house? Oh, these are move. Okay, here we go. This is better. This is what we wanted. 555. That one's pretty close. Let's see if we can find one at like 2,500 square feet. That one's at 20. I think that's going to be the closest one we get. Yeah, these are all bigger. Okay. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one's 2,500 square feet. This is the Cypress 2 plan. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath. So for another $40,000, let's see if this is better than a Bloomfield. Would I put a, like, I also said this in the video I made today for the neighborhood. It's like the higher end production builders like Highland, Coventry, and American Legend, they're all piecing out of that neighborhood. So they're closing out, and then you're going to just be left with Bloomfield homes and Tri-Point. So there's still some opportunity with American Legend. That's going to be a pretty solid build and feel to the house. And then it's just going to be Bloomfield homes and Tri-Point homes, and those are going to be feel a little bit different on the inside. Okay, this is the Cypress 2. Let's take a walk through of this one. My left eye is twitching. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, office space. So this is kind of like that other one. Kitchen. Yeah, I don't like this floor plan at all. No. Yeah, honestly, that Tri-Point Bryson plan was laid out better than this one. I really don't like when the floor plans feel like an apartment. So, you know how in that other one we looked through, like there was like a room back here with the dining, and then you had the fireplace feeling like its own little section with the living room. This one just feels like literally the inside of an apartment. It all kind of just flows straight together. It all kind of like looks at each other, and there's no real, like the only separation they really make is maybe just adding these columns here to add separation between the dining and the living, but it really just feels like you're in one big room here. So honestly, I'm just going to hop out of this one. I don't even want to look through that one. What's the other ones? Okay, this one's at $555, so this is like $30,000 more. Yeah, that Carson plan too is laid out now. Then it's going to come down to like the quality of a Bloomfield home versus the quality of a Tri-Point home. I really don't see a drastic difference visually. I'm sure the builders maybe switch some things up. I mean, they all probably kind of do their own little things, but I think the thing with the Bloomfield is you're going to get more variety rather than Tri-Point homes. I mean, you still get design center and everything, but Bloomfield, I think, is going to have just a little bit more variety on things to pick out, at least for the amount of floor plans they have for each lot size. I mean, they've got a lot more floor plans than Tri-Point right now in that neighborhood. All right, we got 6 people in here right now. Anyone have a question about anything, or is this just I mean, I'm still, you know, steering the ship here. I might need some assistance, but we're kind of just improvising. The only reason I'm talking about Union Park today, guys, is because I just did a video over it. So that's the only reason. And then I'll have Windsong Ranch coming out soon. Gotta record it though. I'm still looking for a 2,500 square foot home. No, this one's 26, but that's a whole $100,000, about more. All right, let me look at that 50. Okay, this one's 55. This one's 150 less square feet, 170 less square feet, maybe even more, but it's starting $30,000 more. Okay, let's look through this. This is the Carolina. Oh, they have this one as a bump up 2-story, but it's not really going to be a thing. Okay, hold on. Come on. Uh-oh. We're in. Okay, that's not weird. Just having the dining room there. No, that's fine. I'm over it. Ooh, Spider-Man. Okay. Okay, they really went all out. What comic book is this? Oh yeah. Good for them. Oh, look at that. What is this? What is this one? This is their selections. Okay. I love that. I love how they just have Spider-Man set up in the other room. Hope no. We've learned from our lesson, okay? We're going capped water bottles from now on. Putting the cap on. Can't do it again. That was, yeah. There's still sweet tea. I mean, I look every time I look, you know, I see another drop somewhere. I tried. Probably should go back in and, yeah, that was a problem, but we learned. Okay, let's just keep going back through this Carolina plan. So it goes 2 stories, but I wonder what that starts at if you want to do 2 stories. Yeah, I don't like this setup either. See, if you're gonna do 2-story, something like this, man, you need to have high ceilings in this room here. This feels very claustrophobic. This feels like a very small living room, and I think it just feels like a small living room because this wall here kind of comes out into this corner, and I think if the kitchen was pushed more over here where the island would be, I feel like this whole space would feel way more open, but it really doesn't. It feels very closed off. And then they got the dining over here, just off by itself. I don't know. That's a thing. All right, let's see this primary bedroom. Decent size. What is this? What are we doing here? See, TriPoint had a better setup with the countertop space too in the primary. This is, and maybe you can upgrade some things structurally. Like you could probably say, hey, I want to go a little bit bigger, but then you can start getting to these custom prices and they're going to just charge you so much. That's so funny. Right now, literally right now, I got an email from Bloomfield Homes at Union Park from Littleham, and they're just like, hey, Dan, hope you're doing well. Good news. We have inventory ready to go. Thank you. Okay. What's going on with this? Okay, between Star Trail, Lakewood at Brook Hall, Liliana, and Prosper, which one would you recommend? And compared to Lexington or Grove at Frisco, because I see very less price differences between Prosper and Frisco communities. You're gonna have different tax rates, but the tax rates are gonna be somewhat close. Like probably in Star Trail, I think Star Trail is like a 1.97 now, or something like that. It's pretty cheap. All right. I say pretty cheap. It was back a couple years ago. I feel like I was in that neighborhood. They were telling me a 2.2, 2.1, but some things changed. And then the Grove, I think, is still somewhere around that range. the thing with being in Collin County compared to Denton County is you're gonna always pay a little bit more on the tax for the Collin Community College. However, you do, I believe there is an exemption they voted on or something like that for, I gotta talk with the title company on the exemptions. Probably on the appraisal area, you can kind of see what your exemptions are, but I do believe there was voting at one time about getting the exempt, or maybe it's all part of the homestead exemption or wrapped into one. Probably should ask a title person the update on that. I think Liliana is pretty good. I mean, the values of those homes I think are only going to become more now because it just got rezoned to Walnut Grove. So the new Walnut Grove, because before it was Prosper High School, but now it turned to Walnut Grove. I think the thing with Star Trail is you could see those values of the Star Trail homes go up even more if then it becomes zoned for Richland High School. The thing with Star Trail right now is that it's zoned for Prosper High School, which I think is affecting people's decisions when they're going to make or when they're going to buy a house. And what, like, yes, it is Prosper ISD, but you know there are some families that get a little bit more specific and really want to go to Walnut Grove, or they want to be zoned or potentially end up going to Richland High School, which will end up being the school that Windsong Ranch and all those go to over there. However, even though Liliana is zoned for Walnut Grove right now, they are building another school up along Custer at some point. They have land. Prosper ISD has land over there. This is where the neighborhood Astor Park is. Okay, not a whole bunch of stuff is going on over there. All right, I mean there's a new Ladera is over there, a retirement community. So there's things getting built up along that side, but other than that, lot of land. They also just started breaking ground on the Collin County outer loop. Like they kind of started laying down the path when you go further out from Parks at Wilson Creek. So that was I drove by that a few days ago. That was kind of interesting to see. Lakewood at Brook Hollow, I just feel like those homes and like the community, yes, it's going to go to Walnut Grove, so you're going to get value out of that, but the community itself is just, it's a little bit smaller. I feel like it's just a little bit quieter. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, but I don't know. There's something about Star Trail. I'm telling you, Star Trail is really good. Like, it just feels way different than a lot of the communities you drive through. Like, the aesthetic of literally all the homes. Lakewood at Brook Hollow is also bringing 40-foot lots into there. Not that that's a bad thing either, but you're also gonna have some smaller homes in there too. Also, Star Trail's right off Legacy, and they're probably gonna build that through probably over the next 2 years to connect. I'm actually surprised they haven't really moved faster on that, but I think it's because of First Street and they're expanding all those lanes right now. Lexington, I think that's another really good neighborhood. I mean, I think all these neighborhoods you're looking at are good. But I don't know, maybe I have a bias towards Star Trail because I've done a lot of business in there. But it's pretty nice. Like, I can't really come up with, I mean, Mustang Lakes is awesome too, but that is just so pricey. It is so pricey. I mean, there's reasons for it, but that is just so pricey. I mean, Star Trail's probably right up there with it, but Star Trail's also a lot closer to 380, Dallas Moore Tollway, across the street from Fields of Frisco. It's just set up in a way better area. It's like right where you want. It's like on the border of, like, if Frisco is going to turn to Dallas, and like you just want to be right at the top of Dallas, but you don't really want to be in like the big mix of it all. You just want to be right as close as you can be. That's going to be Star Trail and where that's located. I'm sure it'll get busy over time as more things come around to that area, but really the city of Frisco is really going to have all like the major congestion at the end of the day and the amount of people in it and getting in and out of it. But I think most people, it seems like that seem to work with me, work in Plano, West Plano, or Northwest Plano, at like Legacy West or Shops of Legacy or headquarters, or right in that area is where a lot of people I talk to work at. And they're even going as far as buying homes up in like Aubrey. So, I mean, it being over at Star Trail, I mean, you're right there with. Don't think that you're too far away from some of those areas. Now, if you're commuting into Dallas, like I would recommend probably the Grove or Star Trail, maybe even over Lexington. Why some builders' warranty is 6 years on structural warranty? Is that really concerned to be? So I have noticed some builders. Who give me some more information on that? Who gave you a 6-year warranty? I'm interested to hear this because it is in some neighborhoods. You have some builders that do 6-year, and I would say like standard's 10-year. Like that's usually what I'm like from these higher end production builders. Like they're doing 10. But I have come across some things that were 6. Yeah, trophy signature in Bloomfield. So that checks out. Yeah, the trophy signature homes also worry me in some sense because they just sell like inventory homes, and inventory homes are fine, but I don't like when the builder is just selling inventory homes, or they're just selling the inventory homes and they're only going to sell them when they're 60 days out from closing or something like that, because you just didn't like that whole I mean, I just feel like for the price of the house being almost $500,000 or $400,000 or something like that, which is usually the price range of what those builders are doing, or maybe at $500K in some areas, but I'm just like worried when it comes to those types of builders that are putting up a ton of houses all at one time and they're just unloading them as inventory, and then they're doing a 6-year structural warranty. Because I really feel like it takes, if the home is built well, I feel like it's going to take like 15 to 20 years, maybe 20 years plus, to really see some movement if the house is built very well and it's on a well maintained lot, right? Or are you talking about structural? Hold on, time out. Now we're confused. Are you talking about foundation warranty or structural? Sorry, I thought for some reason my brain said foundation. Because a 1-2-10 is usually, wait, yes, foundation, or yes, structural, meaning something different. Because I've walked through some things and foundation was 6 years. Or come across some stuff when I ask builders like, hey, what's the deal with this? Yeah, foundation. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I would say the standard is 1-2-10, but I feel like even after 10 years, if that house is like, I feel like if the house is built bad, like you should probably know within sometimes 5 years you can start telling some things. But I feel like it really takes like 10 years to like really see things move. Yeah, 1-2-6. Yeah, that's a lot less. I don't know. I'd feel more comfortable if it was 10 years. I mean, we're talking about 4 more years here. But that's kind of those are like the builders I usually see it with. But I would say those higher end builders, you're going to get a 1-2-10. But I have come across that. Yeah, it's just another thing to kind of. But then again, trophy signature is kind of, priced at a certain point. It's a cheaper home. It's going to have cheaper things with it. Like, there's all these reasons for it, right? What else? The Bluefield Homes is a, sorry, is a no, right? I don't know. Is it? As in, no, I don't recommend. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to the neighborhood. What's it zoned for? I mean, is Bloomfield like the first home I'm telling families about or recommending out of my mouth? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. It might be right for you. I'm not trying to deter people at the end of the day from not even going to walk in a model home and going to check out things. I'm just giving my opinion, but don't let that, I mean, go definitely do your own due diligence on things, but yeah, I'm just also not a fan of some of the Bloomfield layouts. I don't know. They're a bit pricey compared to like a Tri-Point home, when like I can't really feel a major difference. I don't know, but I'm sure there's people who have had bad experience. Well, I know there's people, because I've talked with people online. People love to send me text messages or love to leave comments if they've had a bad experience with something, which I do appreciate. So don't stop that. Like, continue to do that. But I also have to take that with kind of like a, back seat to it, because it's like I have no idea. Like, if I just get a random YouTube comment one day from XY Snorlax or something, and it says like I had a terrible experience, I can't do anything with that. Like, it might as well not even exist. But I do appreciate people text me and let me know about their experiences as well. It only helps me then with the next person or the next client. Because really all these builders are different, and even each neighborhood, the builders are going to be different within them too, and who they're using. How about Tri-Point Homes? Yeah, Tri-Point Homes, same thing. It's a home. That's what I'll say. It is a home. I do like their layouts, as we've come to find out over this live stream, better than Bloomfield's on some of their things, and they're cheaper. Now that's going to come with some things, right? It's going to be cheaper for reasons. Probably it looked like it was cheaper than like 40 to 60K off some things. Are you looking at Union Park? Or you said Trophy Signature, so you're looking at some other Salina neighborhoods too? Anyone else have questions? We got some stuff coming through. Some people got some questions, but I'm gonna have to end the live stream in about 3 minutes, so not everyone all at once. Okay, finally, we'll end here. American Legend Homes, Union Park. All right, we'll start with Union Park. American Legend, or we'll finish. Sorry, we're not starting, we're finishing. Okay, they have inventory. Okay, these are their quick move-ins. So, yeah, geez, 822,000. Geez, Louise. Yeah, these are going to be way pricier. Now, oh, see, and this is where I go back into some things in my head. Okay, and we'll end here. So these homes are at $822,000 at Union Park, zoned for Denton ISD, really far down 380 highway, in a great neighborhood. When you just look at the neighborhood itself, awesome. But maybe the external factors of some things. Okay, this is $822,000. I believe this is on a 50-foot lot, or excuse me, a 60-foot lot. Yeah, I think these are on 60-foot lots. 822. If you're contemplating that, which I don't really talk to a lot of people I work with that are contemplating spending that much money over in that area. That's why I think the Tri-Point homes are priced out way more reasonable in that neighborhood. However, they're not going to feel like an American Legend on the inside, of course. Or if you're looking at an American Legend, North Sky. Okay, this neighborhood is, yes, it's further up Salina, but it's off Preston Road. It's going to be a little bit further. Yeah, and see, these are like $100,000 less for their quick move-ins. Oh, that's even 661. So what does 661 get you? Let's see. See, that's 822. 590. Yeah, but these are on 65-foot lots. So you get a bigger lot size too. Yeah, so not only do you get a bigger lot size, but you also get a cheaper home. So this one, how much was this one? This one was 822,000, 3,700 square feet. So this one's 3,700 square feet, priced at $725,000. And I think this has way more potential in the long run to be set up in a better area investment-wise, because it's going to be zoned for Salina ISD, but into the newer schools. But I just think that's a better area too for like developments and new things. And I mean, that's a lot of money. That's like $150,000 or maybe more, maybe less, but in that range. So I think there's more value over there long term. I mean, Union Park's a really good neighborhood, but like I said, I can only go based off trends, and the trend I see more is people looking at Union Park, liking the neighborhood, and then they kind of do more research on the area and the school district, and then they kind of get turned off by it and they go somewhere else, and they actually probably end up going into Salina, into the north area of Salina. It's kind of what I see sometimes. I know I have people that go over there and they buy over there because they don't even have, like, some of them, I mean, you gotta imagine there's a lot of people around here that don't even have kids, that, or they're empty nesters that probably live in those neighborhoods and don't even commute anywhere and love that neighborhood itself and don't really care about the school district. There's plenty of those people too. I actually had one family that refused to buy a home anywhere near a high school. How do you feel about Ramble by Hillwood and Salina? No, haven't heard about this. So thank you for letting me know, David. I'll actually do some research on this. I'll have something to you guys by probably middle of next week about like new communities coming to Salina. The new communities coming soon to Frisco did really well, or it's doing really well. So thank you to everyone that like watched that video. That's like one of my best performing videos I have right now. I mean, and those videos take me a little bit longer, but I do really think they have more value sometimes than some of the other videos. I like my home tour videos. I'm kind of just like, they're not my favorite thing to do. I don't know. I really like doing just the driving tours of places a little bit more, but either or. I guess I have people that watch kind of both things. Okay, if we have no more questions, David, thank you for leaving that comment. Get into that. I'll look some things up. There is one new community, FM 420 Creekview Meadows. Yes. Yep, I'm going to be talking about some of these communities coming up here soon, so. But that is where we'll end it today. So next Wednesday, let's see, is the 3rd, which I think I have a walk. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for the afternoon at 5. So join me next Wednesday at around 5 p.m. I'll go live. If you got questions, or if anyone else comes in, I will be answering them and talking with you guys. All right, see you guys on the next live stream. Bye-bye.